I do it quickly. 665, non-decreasing array. Given an array with n integers, your task is to check if it could become non-decreasing by modifying at most one element. We define an array as non-decreasing if, okay, if the adjacent numbers is non-decreasing. Okay. By the way, okay, so I think my intuition is that there are only two things to. Have I done this before? Let me just double check my other languages because I guess I could. Okay, feels familiar, but I guess these sometimes feel similar. But I think there's only two things you have to check. One is given two numbers that are out of place, either change the one in the beginning or change to the one or change the first number or change the second number so that it's big enough. I think that's maybe good enough. Right? And if you can't do that, then you return false. Uh, and and now we have to express that with magical programming, which is always easier than said. Uh, easier said than done. Okay. Okay. I think I could even. I'll try to do it in one pass, but okay. Maybe I'll do that thing that yeah, Brax said earlier with the zip. Maybe I'll try to learn something new today. Um, okay. So that means there's an inversion. How do I represent this? Hmm. I feel like I know what I want to do, but expressing it precisely is a little wonky. Um, maybe I'm just doing two pass. Maybe this is too confusing. Okay. So then we need positive numbers. Last number 0 2. Basically, we switch the first number. Okay. I guess that's kind of weird way of. Don't even need this then. Maybe I didn't need this for the first pass. And then you have the other thing where you switch to second number. My thing, this is annoying. Okay, let's do this first. I think I have some base cases. Also wrong language. Then, yeah. So the tricky case that you could get is like 1, maybe like 5, 4, 6, 3, something like that. Does that make sense? Because this inversion, maybe just change the top, and that would actually, no, maybe that would 3. So there are 2 ways to solve this. One is changing the 5 to a 4, and then the other is changing the 4 to a 5. So actually, okay, so we're going to test this case where you're forced to change the 4 to a 5 for this to work. Even another 5. And you have another one where you're forced to change the first number, which I guess that's easier. Like you just want to 5, 4. I hope I get a wrong answer. Okay, because then I can figure out. What's all my output for still? Like the basic case for sure. Yeah, it's my learning wrong. Oh, I just don't return true. Oops. I was hoping that I get a wrong answer. I'm not really confident about this. Also, this makes me feel bad if I took that long on it. But I feel like there's definitely a case where there are 2 inversions. Is it true? If there are 2 inversions, can you solve it ever? I guess not, because then this would have gone it, right? And 1 reversion you could definitely solve. But if you have like, I don't know, even like 4, 4, 2. Okay, maybe 1 inversion is good enough. Sorry, I'm just like in my head trying to find a counter example. That's what I hate about these, like, I would say greedy, just, well, maybe this is greedy in this case, but, All right, let's just YOLO it, and then I would get a test case that tells me I'm wrong. See, there we go. trying to find this case, but I couldn't figure it out. Okay. So this is a case where, no, there's only one inversion. But there's only one inversion, but it's still false. Actually, that's like the inverse of what I was thinking, but it's good that that's a thing. Because you convert this to, oh yeah, that made it. Okay. Should fix that one, maybe. But maybe it breaks other stuff. But it should make sense. Yeah, because wow, man. Okay, so you can't do this. Must be some weird. Well, no, I mean, I think it's just have to do what I said I would do, which is okay, fine. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to be too clever, probably. Let me just do it manually or naively. 10 minutes in. Okay, fine. Definitely probably a clearer way, but yeah, I'm not using SIP here just because I think I want to clearly understand this one instead. But then we could do this on search. Is there a way to check if it's all sorted? Maybe a little bit about performance, but not really. Like it's not gonna time out. It's just a little slow. But I was right on all this. But mm, I mean, I think the idea is still kind of true. What I mean, but like I think I had the idea correct. It's just you could definitely code this in a cleaner and more space efficient way. And I think I like you could keep track of these states and then kind of yeah, and then represent this in a cleaner way. I think if I was doing a like a programming contest, then I wouldn't worry that much about it. Um, on an interview, then you're definitely going to get questions on it, in which I think, well, one is getting it right is more important than being stuck on an algorithm that you don't know how to get it right. What I would say is, like, if I was an interview, what I would express is that, okay, now that I got it right, now I could write unit testing, and then based on off those unit testing, I could refactor this to be kind of uh, to kind of match what the expected output is. So I think that's what I would say about it. I think it's a little. I have to look it up. There's definitely a cleaner way to do this for sure, which is around just just the same idea where okay, you change the number before. What does that mean? You keep and you only have to keep that one number, and yeah, but I'm not expressing it that well. But definitely a good practice. Thanks for the poem, JJ9897. Um, definitely something that hopefully yeah, I mean it was not that fast. 18 minutes for a Yeezy is a little unfortunate, but maybe it's a little late in the day where I'm having some issue. I mean, I feel like I expressed the algorithm very quickly, and that was right, but I keep on getting off by one, so I'm kind of express it in a more terse way. But then we just, in this case, what does this mean, right? This means we have to just keep track of this number to make sure that it is not bigger than the numbers that come later, or change this number and also make sure that it doesn't come uh, bigger than numbers that come later. That could have been in one thing. Yeah, so this change number. Well, yeah, I think that's what I have for this farm.